Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Wow, amazing. I've got Ustadh Abdullah with me today, and we together, what we're going to do, narrate a famous story of a famous prophet.
Of the Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam. He was Khalilullah. He was a very intelligent young man, and as he grew older, he became more intelligent, mashallah. His trials and tribulations we're going to talk about as well.
But you know what? You've said something quite important there.
Yeah.
Khalilullah.
Mashallah.
Everybody listening, all the children here that are listening today, you've all got friends. You've all got special friends. You've all got best friends. Your parents, they might be old now, or they might be young, but they still have friends. Your grandparents, they have friends. Friends are important, isn't it, Abdullah? Brother Ustadh Abdullah, it's very important, friendship.
Of course, without friendship, you know.
Well, me and you are sitting here because we're friends, and I'm fortunate to sit with Ustadh Abdullah because we grew up together in our community. We spent our youth together. We spent many years of our study years together. We even spend time right now, and that's why we're together today. Alhamdulillah. But we want to talk about the best of best friends. Everybody has a best friend. Even Allah has a best friend, doesn't he?
Subhanallah ta'ala, yes.
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has a best. Let's talk about the best of best friends, and which is Allah's best friend, and how we also could become Allah's friend. So long time ago, there lived a famous man.
Yeah.
His name was Azar. Azar. We always hear these stories. We always hear this famous name. How is he linked to Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam?
Well, he was the father of Ibrahim alayhi salam. He was famous for making idols and selling idols. The whole community is known for that.
And idols were a part of the people at that time of Azar, because they used to worship idols. And we've spoke about this before, about the previous prophets.
When we spoke about Salih alayhi salam, there was idols. When we spoke about
Hud alayhi
salam, there was idols. Whenever we talk about any prophets, we've always got the other side.
Idols. Why? Because people start worshipping idols.
Yep.
Why? Because they think idols have become their gods. Whereas then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has constantly sent reminders through prophets.
Yeah.
And Azar was a famous person in his community, because not only was he a famous man in his community for other reasons, but also because he used to make idols, and idols were gods to them. So people would keep the idols in a large building in the middle of the city.
Yeah.
And what would they do? They would bow down.
They would bow down to him, worship him in every way they can. And for them, it was the idols that was giving them their sustenance, and everything they were doing, they were getting from. They felt they were getting from.
They felt that.
Yeah.
So now Azar had a little son, a young son. His name was
Ibrahim.
Ibrahim. What a beautiful name. MashaAllah, MashaAllah. What a beautiful name. Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam was a young child, the son of Azar.
As a young child, there is a famous story when there was a festival, and the whole community went to the festival. And then that's when Ibrahim alayhi salam thought to himself, okay, this is the best opportunity. He went into one of them halls full of idols.
But you know what? Let me just remind and interrupt you here.
No problem.
Just before we get there. He used to ask questions, didn't he?
Lots of questions.
So questions are good, kids. What are questions? Very, very good. You should always ask questions to your teachers, to your parents, because that's how we learn.
To your elders, yes.
We learn from our elders. Without asking questions,
you won't get anywhere. You need to ask questions. The more questions you ask, the more further.
So when you go into school, when you're in your maktabs, when you don't understand something, what do? We
ask a question.
Ask a question. And the question, inshallah, the answer you would get will help you through your not only study life, your day-to-day life, and your upbringing. So Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam was young, and he was asking constantly to his father, why are you making these idols?
Yes, always. And they the father and the community, everyone would get angry with him. You know, he would ask a very good question, and they would get angry because they couldn't reply.
So he used to say, why do you worship these idols? Because these are idols. Somebody's making them. Somebody's made them, and they just put them there.
You make it with your own hands and then you worship it. How does that make sense?
That's intelligence of Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam, isn't it?
Of course.
Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam, now he's asking the questions because he finds it bemusing that why would somebody worship
something you make with your own hands?
Exactly.
Does it make sense? No.
So Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam would constantly ask this question to his parents, and then you said one day what happened?
Well, the story goes like this. The whole community went to a festival, and Ibrahim alayhi salam thought, okay, this is the best chance. He went in one of these places where they worship idols. So this got full of idols, different sizes. So he went in with an axe and started smashing every single one of them.
With the axe, Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam, he went into the place and he started breaking all of them.
Every single, except the largest one.
Except the largest
How bright is that? How clever is that?
Why did he leave the large one for? Why did he leave the large one for? Why did he leave the large one for? Can you just tell me that?
He got the axe and he put it on the largest one's shoulder, yeah? Next day,
the warrior.
They made that idol, the warrior, the axe there. And next day, when the community came in, they were very angry. Who broke the idols? What's going on here? You know, who broke our gods and this and that? How can the gods break? And so many things. Many questions they got.
So the questions was that the people came in and they seen everything smashed. All the gods are smashed. Idols are smashed, except the one with the axe. So at that point,
the people asking questions, and Ibrahim alayhi salam is there, and they kind of knew, because they knew Ibrahim alayhi salam is always asking questions against the idols, so they kind of knew it was him. So they said, where is Ibrahim? Must be him. Let's go and get him. He came and he goes, what are you asking me for? Your biggest God is there. Ask him, he'll tell you. What are you asking me for?
So this is what happened when Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam left the axe on the big one, right? It was because he wanted the people to ask the question to the largest idol, how did all these smash? But there will be no reply because an idol can't speak.
They said to Ibrahim alayhi salam, they go to him, how are we going to ask the idol? He doesn't speak. So he goes, exactly. If he doesn't speak, why would you bow down to him?
And why would you worship him?
Why would you worship him?
So the people at that point,
he can't even speak. How is he going to give you sustenance?
Exactly. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did this for a reason. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala brought this incident for a reason. Then what happened? The people were so angry. So then what did they do? They sat down, they made a meeting. What do we do to Ibrahim?
They planned out that they want to get rid of him.
They want to
annihilate him.
They want to take him out. They want to take him out. They want to give him a punishment. A punishment because of the idols that they've seen have been broken, and there's only one person that could do it. Is this Ibrahim?
Subhanallah. I love Ibrahim alayhi salam, man. Subhanallah. Whenever I read this story, I just love it, bro. MashaAllah. Carry on, bro. What were we saying?
But you know what? Let's leave this story for the next video. That gives me and you chance to sit together and talk about Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam. So see you guys again, inshallah, in our next video to tell you about,
you guys got to be there,
what the people did to Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam.
You also comment and send to everyone, guys. Don't be stingy with that, okay? Don't be stingy with this video. All you got to do 2 clicks and send it to someone else. They might benefit from it. If you don't benefit, someone else will. I hope you benefit as well, inshallah. I hope everyone benefits. But we can forward it to someone else, so inshallah someone else benefits as well.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
MashaAllah.